Are you hungry, TikTakers? If you are, then it's better if you stop the video now, because we'll be talking about a true culinary delicacy. A dish famous all over the world and which can have many different versions depending on where you go. We're talking about the hamburger. Like we said, hamburgers are known all over the world, but their exact origin isn't clear. In fact, there are many restaurants in the United States that claim to have been the original creators. So let's try to discover the true story of the hamburger. Although it is impossible to know who exactly created it, it is widely accepted that the Mongols deserve credit for spreading the dish. It is said that whenever they traveled from one place to another, they would hide under their saddles chunks of meat. That way, the meat would tenderize and get hotter as the person traveled, making it easier to eat later on. This also saved them time, which they barely had since they were so busy trying to conquer Eastern Europe. And thus, when the Mongols invaded Moscow in 1238, they showed this kind of minced meat to the Russians. The dish was then named steak tartare, and the Russians adopted it in their own customs. The steak tartare was basically just a portion of minced raw beef, and it still wasn't consumed with bread. From Russia, the dish traveled to Hamburg, Germany, which was the most important port in Europe, especially because it was the point of departure for immigrants to the United States, the New World. In Hamburg, the minced meat started being cooked, and it was then named Hamburg steak. From that German port, the new dish traveled, along with thousands of Europeans, to the east coast of the United States. It soon became popular, especially because it made immigrants remember their homeland. And now, here's a question for which we have no answer, TikTakers. Who decided to put the meat between two buns? This is probably one of the most debated matters in North America, since many businesses claim to have been the first ones to do that. However, what is clear is that the invention of the hamburger was very likely a response to the accelerated pace of modern life. When you put the meat between two buns, it becomes easier to eat it in the street or in any other place. The modern-day hamburger as we know it was already being prepared in several restaurants in the beginning of the 20th century. We don't know exactly who was the first one, but we do know who were the ones responsible for popularizing the hamburger all around the world: McDonald's. And they did it in such a way that nowadays you can measure the global economy using the Big Mac as a base. And no, TikTakers, we're not joking. The Big Mac Index is a real term that compares the cost of these famous hamburgers in every country of the world. At first, hamburgers became very popular because they were fast to make, delicious, and accessible. However, this has changed over the years. Hamburgers have gone through several crises, first regarding hygiene and conservation, and then regarding salubrity. And the thing is that little by little, we've learned that we have to eat food that is as healthy as possible. However, it seems that hamburgers have also adapted to this trend, and nowadays we can eat meatless hamburgers as well as hamburgers with healthier grass-fed meat. These are usually known as gourmet hamburgers, since they are products of the highest quality possible. The transformation is incredible, isn't it, TikTakers? Let us know in the comments which is your favorite burger. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, and if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode!